Bell Bunny here. So, I realize it's about time for a YouTube video. I know I've been kind of talking about it for a while, but here we go. I have almost 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I barely ever put out any content for you guys, so it's time to make a change. I think I've been avoiding it because I've been nervous. Me, nervous, I know. But, so here it goes. It's going to be super informal and just kind of a, hey, this is me, thank you kind of video. So, to start off with, thank you. This community is honestly amazing. You guys don't owe anything to anybody. You're all people online, but you choose to embrace people and help them out and support them, and that's how I've gotten to where I am today. So, thank you. So, I guess one thing I really wanted to do in this, this is part of the reason I've been putting it off for a while, is explain a little more about myself and why this community in particular means so much to me. Outside of the fact that you all are extremely generous and fun and supportive, and you donate money wherever you can, and you reach out to kids who are getting bullied, and just, it's amazing. But outside of that, on a more personal level, this game in general has meant a lot to me, and I know this is probably totally out of order. I'm not giving you content first, I'm giving you spilling my guts, but deal with it. I haven't always had the smoothest past in my life. I've made some mistakes, I've made some not great choices, and I've gone through some pretty dark times, and that's something I have dealt with my entire life. Depression. It's a thing. It's real for a lot of people, and I'm one of them. And I guess, judge me if you choose to, especially for sharing this, but I feel like I kind of owe you guys a little something back about me. So, I've had a history of depression and suicidal tendencies, and it's something that I continue to struggle with all the time. After having my daughter, postpartum depression hit me pretty hard. I'd been doing great before that, and, that just kind of hit, and it sucked, and there's still some really rough days. A few weeks ago when I said I wasn't going to be around as much, which I failed it because you guys are too hard to stay away from, but that was something I was dealing with then, and it's just part of who I am, but it doesn't make up who I am, if that makes sense. I don't let it define me, but it definitely affects my life. But when I started playing Destiny, silly as it might sound, the game really pulled me out of a really dark hole, and it kind of showed me something to be excited about again. I felt kind of stuck with school and felt stuck with job stuff. I own my own photography business, but for a while it wasn't going great, and I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I found this game. I was like, this is a really fun game. It's awesome. It's creative. I enjoyed Halo before, but Destiny just felt different. And then I got pulled into the whole Guardian Radio circle. I started listening to the show and met some amazing people in that chat, and they became my friends really quickly. And then Dames of Destiny happened, and Safe Gamers, and then getting on Guardian Radio, and it's been this snowball effect in the most positive way possible. And even when there's those days where some troll hops in and is a jerk to me or to somebody I care about, there's so many more positive people out there that I can choose to focus on instead, and it makes my day. I know when I'm having even the worst day ever, when the baby won't sleep, and my husband and I might have had a fight, and I didn't get any sleep, and I'm cranky, and bills are piling up, I get to go on Guardian Radio or play a game with some of you or just talk to you guys on Twitter, and somehow I end up going to bed that night with the biggest smile ever on my face. And I never would have thought that could have happened because of a video game. If somebody had told me a few years ago that a video game would have pulled me out of a hole and put me on a path towards what I actually really want to do in life, I would have laughed at you so hard. But here I am. I'm making plans. My husband's making plans for what we want to do with our futures, and that's something we've always struggled with, and this community keeps backing us on it every single time. So, again, thank you. I'm probably going to say that a million more times, but I just, from a personal standpoint, you guys are amazing. And I wish I had better words for how to really express that, but if my husband hadn't pulled me into this game and there hadn't been that group of people that really embraced me when I first started joining into the community, I don't know where I'd be at right now. To be honest, I mean, my daughter pulls me through all the time too. Her smiling face pulls me through a lot of bad days, but there's only so much that a 1.5-year-old can do. And I'm not the most social person in my life outside of video games anymore, ever since having her. And so you guys are really, truly my friends. And I appreciate that more than you will ever understand. Beyond the personal level, you guys are just so cool. I mean, first of all, you're awesome and fun to play with for everybody. But on top of that, I mean, you do a country that a lot of people know very little about, sits there and has a disaster, and this community pools together over $1 million. Like, that's amazing. And, you know, again, you owe nothing to any of these people. I assumed the internet's normally a negative place a lot of times, and gaming doesn't have the best reputation in the world, but so I walked into this. I avoided Twitter for the longest time. I got a Twitter so that I could send something in to a podcast, and now I'm like obsessed with Twitter and all of you. You all are proving that those negative connotations that go with gamers are wrong. That's a group of people that hang on to that and act like that, but not all gamers are like that. Majority aren't. And that's so cool to see. Like, I don't know if you guys realize everything you're doing, not just for this community, but for gaming in general. This game and this community really, really could be a turning point for the gaming world. And again, props to you guys. You make that possible. And I guess I could go on forever and ever. I probably should end at some point, but I want to give a couple of major shout outs. First of all, to my husband for annoying the crap out of me with all of these Destiny videos and Destiny podcasts and forcing me to listen to them so that I actually got pulled into this game and this community. And thank you to Bungie. I know this is super corny, but thank you for making an awesome game that even when it's broken in ways, the community that came out of it is just so cool. And the game itself is enjoyable. It's a fact. So thank you for when it came out because I needed it. And thank you to the people who I first met on Twitter and in the Guardian Radio chat. I mean, there's Cam and Pyro and so many people. I can't even name everybody. All of you who are like those original people. You are the ones who really accepted me. All the jerks. You're really the ones who first pulled me in. And huge thank you to the Dames of Destiny. I know I'm not always the most involved in game with you guys, but you ladies amaze me every single day with how big that community has grown and all of the positivity and how much you're proving. And just, You ladies are inspirational, and I owe a lot of good days to you all, and a lot of times coming out of those bad days to you all as well. So thank you. Thank you, Safe Gamers. The same thing. You guys are the epitome of what gaming should be, and I am so proud to know you guys. Huge thank you to the Guardian Radio guys for believing in me seeing something, even if it started off as, hey, we need a female to come on the show as a guest. It turned into so much more than that, and you guys are a big backboard for me. I'm not kidding. That show literally has saved my life in some ways on some days. So thank you. And everybody who listens and everybody who plays and wants to play with me, I promise I'll get to you guys. I know I suck at it. I will admit that a lot. I am horrible at planning out times to play. Part of it's my daughter. Part of it's everything I'm trying to do. I promise it will happen. And those who have stuck through that, thank you. I love you guys so much. Goodness, so many people, just everybody, every single person who's ever reached out on one of those bad days, every single person who has followed me, who has pushed me to do the things that I want to do, shown up in a chat anywhere, retweeted, tweeted at me, shared cool things, bunny pictures, all of it. You guys are amazing, and I'm blabbing on for a really long time. I warned you guys this was going to be really informal, but I do promise there's going to be more videos to come, even if they're just kind of like this, just me sitting here talking, but nothing. I'd like to start pushing them out, and yeah, I guess that's one of the big things that I really wanted to share, and a million thank yous. I am sorry if I didn't give you a specific one. I'll keep giving shout outs as I go, and I promise someday you will see my face beyond some pictures. It will happen. It's in the works. And to be honest, part of just I'm not comfortable with where I'm at right now. And that's something else I feel like I kind of owe you guys, is a little explanation as to why is it the same few pictures we ever see. I had a baby. I'm working on it. Just let me get comfortable with me, and someday. So keep up the amazing work that you all are doing. Stay the amazing people that you are, and know that I love every single one of you every single day more and more. So I guess that's it. This bunny's got to bounce. That was really corny.